Some events leave a deep mark on history, but none on the land. This is the site of the Battle of Hastings. After almost 1,000 years, no traces of the bloody conflict can be seen. But here, the fate of England turned. It's where a king was killed, and his victor claimed the throne. October 14th, 1066. We know what happened here on this day, thanks to this. The Bayeux Tapestry. A carefully preserved, illustrated record of events. It shows the main players. Harold, the newly crowned Anglo-Saxon King of England, and his challenger, William, Duke of Normandy. William claimed the previous king had promised him the crown. So, he assembled an army and prepared to sail to England to fight King Harold for the throne. But a storm thwarted his plans. Meanwhile, Harold discovered that a Viking invasion had landed in the north. Another threat to his crown. So he raced to fight them. In France, William waited for the right conditions to sail across the Channel to England. The weather cleared. He seized his chance. 250 miles north, Harold had defeated the Vikings. Now, hearing of William's arrival, his army sped south. At 9 o'clock in the morning, on this hill, William's Norman army were ready to do battle with Harold's Anglo-Saxon men. The stage was set, and up for grabs, England itself. On October 14th, 1066, William of Normandy stood ready for battle at the base of a hill. The high ground belonged to King Harold of England and his Anglo-Saxon army. Here, on this hilltop, the fate of England would be decided.
Dites-moi ma besoin.
William's Norman army made the first charge, launching a direct assault on the shield wall. Though William's army fought fiercely against the shield wall, it would not yield. As one man fell, another took his place. Overlapping shields in tight formation made for a near impenetrable barrier. Realizing his army could not break the shield wall, William called for a retreat. He aimed to lure the Anglo-Saxons into a false sense of victory, causing them to break formation. William's feigned retreat was working. The Anglo-Saxon army broke their shield wall formation, leaving gaps for William to make a move. With Harold's men no longer in shield wall formation, William could pick them off as they charged. More Norman men-at-arms reinforced William's army. The Anglo-Saxons had deployed rows of spearmen to push back the invaders, but William had an answer: his sharp-eyed archers. Anglo-Saxon archers joined the fray, and the Normans' deadly cavalry ready to charge. But first, William's forces had to eliminate the enemy spearmen, whose sturdy polearms could easily bring down a horse. With the threat of spearmen cleared from the field, William's cavalry was free to charge at the Anglo-Saxon archers. The Anglo-Saxon army was in disarray. Their shield wall had been neutralized and their numbers were dwindling. Now the only thing standing between William and victory was King Harold himself. The last of Harold's men encircled their king, prepared to lay down their lives to save his. More Norman cavalrymen took to the field. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold had fallen. In the confusion, some loyal soldiers fought to the death, while others scattered in panic. Leaderless and defeated, the last of the Anglo-Saxon army fled for their lives. The Normans celebrated victory over the English king, but William's quest to rule England was just beginning. At Guédelon in France, to understand how castles were constructed, they're building one from scratch, using just the tools and materials of the medieval age. It's a 25-year project, the world's biggest archaeological experiment. The most important defensive feature of any castle was the wall surrounding it.
Castle walls had to be incredibly thick in order to resist attack and absorb the impact of projectiles fired from trebuchets.
The curtain wall was over 20 feet deep, interspersed with towers. In earlier Norman castles, they were square. But while on crusade, European knights saw that eastern towers were round. They realized that eliminating corners not only made them stronger, but also provided a better view of the surrounding landscape. Completing the walls will take some 30,000 tons of sandstone.
Transport costs in the Middle Ages were incredibly expensive. So having a good supply of local stone close to the castle was vital.
To extract it from the quarry, first a row of holes is hand-drilled.
Once all the holes are ready, I'm ready to put in the iron wedges, and I'm ready to split it open by hitting very hard on each wedge with a big sledgehammer.
The stone is split into usable blocks, then transported using horsepower and human effort. This treadwheel crane can lift up to half a ton.
The walls are built like sandwiches. On the outside you have facing walls built from better quality stones, and the inside, the rubble cores, they're built with softer stones and other offcuts from the quarry. And they're built up in layers with a very thick, coarse mortar.
This ingenious method makes the walls better able to withstand hits from a trebuchet. Sandstone is too hard to be carved into intricate windows, vaults, and steps. Instead, softer, more expensive limestone is used. These sophisticated building techniques make castles the ultimate feats of medieval engineering. It's a testament to their construction that so many still stand today. At the Battle of Hastings, the death of one man changed the course of history. The Anglo-Saxon King Harold was killed here, on England's south coast. His army defeated by William of Normandy. Anglo-Saxon rule was over forever. At Westminster Abbey on Christmas Day 1066, William was crowned the first Norman King of England. Now he had to secure power across the country. He began by stamping his mark on the landscape, building cathedrals and castles at strategic locations. Nothing like them had been seen in England before. They reminded the Anglo-Saxon population exactly who was in charge. But not all were content with living under Norman rule. Anglo-Saxon revolts broke out across the country. King William acted quickly to crush these rebellions. But there was one region where dissent was spiraling out of control: the north of England. In 1069, a group of lords from Northumbria formed an alliance with Viking invaders. Together they approached Norman-held York, a large city with an important cathedral, still protected by ancient Roman walls. But the walls couldn't save York. The city and the castle fell to the rebels. William's new kingdom was under threat. He had to get the city back under Norman control. William had no choice but to order his men north. But as the Norman forces set off on their long march towards York, how much resistance from the rebels would they encounter? William the Conqueror marched north, with his army of Normans determined to take back the rebel-held city of York. But in his path stood rebel towns that harbored William's northern enemies. He would take the towns back by force.
Soyez prest, compagnon. Acces vos avant, compagnon. Retrayez vos amours. Certes. Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Si comme vos voldrez. En vostre service. Je suis votre serveur. Qu'ils soient vaincus.
The Normans captured the town of Middlethorpe, establishing their presence in the north. With reinforcements to his armies soon arriving, William would need more resources to supply them.
Capio.
L'heure quando je commande, avant. Retrayez vos amours. Avant, compagnon. Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Les commandements. Tous en votre service. Quand je commande, avant. Retrayez vos amours. Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Quand je commande, avant. Incontinent. Je suis votre serveuse. Je suis votre serveuse.
Another rebel town, Fulford, stood in defiance to William's rule.
Certes! Avant, compagnon. Quand je commande, avant. Retrayez vos amours. Si comme vos voldrez, hors votre service. Certes! Incontinent! Certes! Avant, compagnon! Sans ordonnance! Avant, compagnon! Incontinent! Sans ordonnance! À l'assaut, chevalier! S'ils restent tous vont mourir! Si comme vos voldrez! Chevalier! Reste pour entier! Reste tous sommes prêts! Mon destrier y mègne! Morte! Mon arway mègne avec moi! Pour votre service! Je ris de vos volets! Fuer! Giride! Fuer giride! Incontinent!
Escolti, laburons la terre.
Honor est de mon arway mègne avec moi!
Grandes? Hey!
Cavallarios parat! Quiete, cavals! Scara formata! Perfecte! Parat! Ok!
Me? Escolte, comprendo. Tuts!
Comprendo.
Escolto.
Che? Laburo. Quod? Alla materia. Me? Materia. Mandements. Escolto.
Colones parats. Materia. Ubi vado? Lavoro.
Spero. Si, laborans.
What? Masono.
Soyez hors votre service!
Escolto. Mason. Ubi vado? Laburo. Finit.
Spero. Edifico.
Dictus mue. Baviloine.
Ah, finit. Che?
Preste par une sanglante.
Edifico.
The Norman army was now well supplied by a town, but it would take a sustained effort to keep the army at full strength.
Escolto.
Où sunt vos commandements?
Edifico.
Où sunt vos commandements?
Si, si.
Preste par une sanglante hâtie.
Laburo.
Reste votre plaisir.
Escolto.
Dictus mui. Ma besoin.
Ma sono.
Sì.
Accessments vos, compagnon. Certes.
Reste pour une sanglante hâtie.
Là, apertisets votre courage, compagnon. Je suis votre serveuse. Incontinent. Si comme vos voldres. Amant, compagnon. Wand, je commande. Amant. Votre yetz pose à moi.
With the Fulford rebels eliminated, William was one step closer to York. Knowing he would face strong resistance in the city, William prepared to bolster his cavalry.
Votre yetz pose à moi.
Che sì. Vado. Ascolto. Me, bene.
Che? Me?
Ubi vado? Comprendo. Fuaro.
Sì. Vado caver.
Spero. Edifico. Ubi vado?
Spero. Ascolto.
Sì, ambulo. Ascolti.
The Norman army came under attack from a new enemy, the Danes. The northern rebels had forged an alliance with the Danish king Svein II, whose army would prove a thorn in William's side.
Escolto.
William's army held back the Danes' attack, but they threatened to return unless William paid them in gold.
Attendez-les comme certes.
Quod. Orchest. Que? Spero. Ubi vado? Esti affect. Refaccio. Laburo. Me? Ma sono. Spero. Sì. Ma sono.
Soyez prest, compagnons, si comme vos voldrez.
Che?
Acces vets vos, avant, compagnons. Je suis votre serveuse.
Venisse il beato. Colonel, sì, bene. Vado a lavorare.
With their stables in place, the Normans could add more cavalry to their army.
Colones requient mandement. Si. Cose sera ma sonata. Ok. Benefect.
Cavallerio parade.
Colones parade se prons.
Bene audite. Audio.
Mandes quid. Mandemans, colones. Io ma sono la cose. Colones sunt ici. Cose sera ma sonata.
Si, parade.
Felice et beate. Colones paretis. Vado laburar. Comprendo. Buon labour.
L'heure est... Je suis votre serveuse. En votre service. Abbasids votre corps, compagnon! Incontinent. Je suis votre serveuse. Apertisez votre courage, compagnon. Quand je commande, avant. En votre service.
The Normans discovered the source of the Danes' threat, an outpost on the water. William had a choice: bypass the encampment, destroy it, or pay the Danes the gold they demanded. destroying the Dane outpost, William stripped the rebels of a crucial ally.
Incontinent. Certus.
William's ultimate goal was within his grasp.
Compagnon.
All that remained was to enter York and destroy its keep.
Point d'ordre. Point Mendes.
Soyez prest, compagnon. Retrayez vos amours.
Si somes. Qued. Mais ici va tost.
Si, parade.
Io ma sono la cose.
Point d'ordines.
Parade pour venir. Vado laburar. Cose sera ma zona.
Cavalario, parade. Point Mendes.
Labour Speranza. Si, comprendo. Caute a quet facies.
Point d'ordines.
Io ma sono la cose.
Cavalario, parade. Point Mendes.
Qued labour. Vale excavo.
Si, parade.
Parade pour laborar. Comme mitrenka. Qued me. Cose sera ma sonata.
Point Mendes.
L'heure est de besoin de je commande avant. Si comme vos voudrez.
Si, parade.
Abbasids, votre courage, compagnon.
The Norman army poured into York and began sacking the town as they bore down on the keep. The keep fell to the Norman army, and York was secured. The Northern Rebellion was over, and William the Conqueror was uncontested as King of England.